Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at an expansion for a game that we really like called Dark Tales Snow White. Dark Tales Snow White is one of the expansions for Dark Tales. I'm not sure if this is the first one. It might be. I don't know the order. It's one of the expansions. And what this adds is, well, Snow White and that kind of universe from the fairy tale that adds it to the game. Instead of generic fantasy or fairy tale, we now have Snow White specific. It's going to add a few new tokens, some additional standard tokens, and some new setting cards, and a few different mechanisms of gameplay that, you know, they don't change the game a ton, but it just jazzes it up a little bit. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
Alright, so here's everything that's included in Dark Tales, the Snow White expansion. Now, I've already shown you how to play Dark Tales in another video. I'll link to it in this video. So I just want to show you what's in this and how it changes the game. Alright, so first way it's going to change is instead of having 2 of the setting cards, we're now going to have 3. So this one will always be used, and you'll mix this in with the others and flip another A and another B. So there's going to be 2 that you're going to be using during the game and 1 in-game goal. So this is also going to bring in these new tokens here. So we have the flame, what are they called? They are the lace bodice, 2 of those, 2 flaming boots, burning shoes, I guess, poison apple, and a comb. So you're going to be collecting these with some of the cards, which we'll get to in a second, and be able to discard them with certain other cards to score some points throughout the game. So the comb gets rid of Snow White, the apple gets rid of Snow White and scores points, the comb and Snow White gives you a golden and some point, getting rid of the burning shoe and some evil queens gives you 3 points, and the bodice plus any female, getting rid of those, 2 points. So it's just kind of going to give you a new way to score. So that's that. All right. It also comes with 2 extra gold coins, just in case, but nothing fancy there. So these 2 setting cards, all those tokens. Now the crux of the game is these cards. So these cards are going to give you new ways to basically score points. So let's start with the prince. The prince is going to give you, take a gold coin and 1 burning shoe from the supply. You may play 1 item. So normally you draw a card, or you play a card, play an item, draw a card, play, what is the order? Let me check the order before I talk out of my mouth here. The order, I know how to play it, but I can't think of it for some reason. So the order of playing is draw a card, play an item, play 1 card. So the prince is going to let me draw a card, play an item, play a card, and then play another item. So that's more ways that once I get this, I can then use the power on this after that has already come and gone, which is cool. So 2 princes. We're going to have the evil queen. The evil queen counts as a villain, and you take 1 item of your choice from the supply, bodice, comb, or poison apple, and you may play an item worth 2 points. So everything's worth some points up at the top here, just like the base game. Snow White, she's worth a certain number of points when she's played. At the end of the round, you're going to score 1 point at the end of the turn, plus 1 point if the prince is in play. The prince will also give you points if Snow White's in play, so that they kind of work together. The glass coffin here. Take 1 Snow White from the discard and add it to your hand. So that's going to let you recycle some Snow Whites that have been destroyed with some of these tokens here and get them back into your handing into play. The dwarves house, just a location. So you're playing it to the center of the table. 1 victory point for each dwarf in play, and discard 1 victory point for each Snow White in play. All right, so you're going to get that when you play it. Then the dwarves are going to go out down in the center of the table, and you're going to get 1 point for each dwarf in play. Guess how many of those there are? 7. Boom. Thematic. And that's, oh, magic mirror. I didn't talk about that. So the magic mirror is, look at the top 2 cards from the deck, add 1 to your hand, and remove the other from play. You may play an additional card. So it's going to help you cycle through and get some cards that you want because you're asking the mirror who's the fairest of them all. That kind of thing. And that's it. That's everything that's in the game. So you just shuffle that in with the base cards. If you want to make it shorter, there's some rules in there about removing some cards so you don't have to play as, you know, a longer game. But this is only adding 24 cards, so I mean the game's going to be a little longer, but not a ton. So I wouldn't play with multiple expansions. I would just add one in. But anyway, so base cards plus all of these, just have fun. So that is the Snow White expansion for Dark Tales. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was the Snow White expansion for Dark Tales. So you saw the components on the table, but I wanted to just reiterate that I love the art in this game. I mean, it's fantastic. These cards are basically full color art. Amazing, like gothic fairy tale stuff. I love it. Some of the there's the Evil Queen, very cool. Snow White, I love the art. The art on this game is top notch across all expansions and the base game. Love it. Now, let's talk about what this adds to the game. This basically adds some new tokens, and this card is the big difference on what happens. So you're going to be able to spend combs, bodices, poison apples, and burning shoes to basically remove cards from the game or send them to the discard pile to score points and coins. That's what you're trying to do. So it's going to be cards that give you these special tokens and using these special tokens on your turn to score additional points. So it doesn't add a ton to the game, just gives it a little more flavor. And I love Dark Tales, so more flavor is always good. So yeah, that's that. I don't rate expansions. I like Dark Tales. I like this. So it doesn't bump up the rating of Dark Tales because the base game by itself is amazing. So yeah, it's just a great expansion. So that is the Snow White expansion for Dark Tales. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.